Ghana is gradually becoming really the destination of the world because almost everybody who is very, very important in this world is coming to Ghana. As we speak, or as I talk to you now, American rapper that is Kendrick Lamar is in town. That is 14 times Grammy Award winner Kendrick Lamar is in town, and he is having a good time in Ghana. I've seen photos of him going to beaches, linking up with some of our local people and having fun. It is so good. We are hoping that whatever he came here to do, he will be able to do it successfully. So when he leaves, he can also be among people who go and write that Ghana is one of the best places to be so far. And it feels cool. It feels cool. Photos of him with local boys at a beach. Photos of him with local boys playing skate here and there. And I'm saying that if really Ghana is the gateway to Africa, or Ghana is the best destination in Africa, some of these things are just the right confirmation that really and truly that title is us. That title is for us. So if you're a Ghanaian, you should be proud of yourself that we are really entertaining the world and making sure that the world always feels at home when they visit us here in Ghana, especially Accra, which happens to be the capital city. Now, talking about Kendrick Lamar, and I'm also asking you that, have you seen a video on Sammy Flex TV where a gentleman who is also a rapper, his name is Godiwan. Godiwan is saying that if you can help him get connected to Kendrick Lamar in whatever ways, he would just want to ask Kendrick Lamar some 3 questions. Then these 3 questions, after doing that, he will give you his car. He's driving a Dodge Challenger and he is ready to give that car to you if you pave way for that to happen. So if you have seen the video, his number is on there. Check on Sammy Flex TV and you are going to be that new owner of the new car, the Dodge Challenger. I want you to try that. You are not going to be left out at all if you try that. So go on, try that, and let's see what will happen. Now, beyond that, I want to talk about something that sometimes we have, but we don't pay attention to them. And I'm going to quote our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who said something not long ago that yeti sikaso nanso comedy. And this literally translates to English as, we are sitting on gold, but we are hungry. Or better still, we are sitting on gold, but we don't know its value. Kendrick Lamar's visit to Ghana, talking about his new album that he's released, the promotion here and there, has told us something that we had an opportunity, or we had something that we were not aware. But I want to believe now we know. Like Black Rasta will say, the burden of knowledge. Now that you know, what would you do? Now that we know, what are we going to do? Have you also seen photos and videos of Kendrick Lamar's album and some track titles on vehicles in Accra? In Accra, we call them trot. That is the commercial vehicles. They do both short distances and long distances. That is how we call them, trot. Have you seen some photos already in town? Have you checked on some social media blogs? Deborah TV and the rest of the guys online sharing photos of Kendrick Lamar's album being advertised or publicized by Spotify and having the names, album titles, some song titles on commercial vehicles in Accra. Better still, trot vehicles in Accra. Have you seen any? Maybe on my screen, I'm showing you some of them. It is so beautiful. I've seen some already and I am admiring it already. And I'm telling myself that, what happened to us? How come we never saw this? How come we didn't take advantage of these things until we waited for Kendrick Lamar to come all the way from America to teach us the way? Maybe you wouldn't be able to afford all the big billboards in town. I've seen some artists put up big billboards. I think in recent times, Boomplay, for instance, is doing so well. If you are driving around town, you see that they've erected some billboards where anytime you are an artist on their project, they will place you there for some time. I've seen one of Jackie. I've seen Shatawale and Medical when they released their Crossroad. I've seen so many people. enjoying the mileage on their billboards. And again, Black Sherif also, I think I've seen him having some huge billboards in town. Not only in Accra, someone even told me in Takoradi, he was also having some of these billboards there. I know they are expensive. I know some people would not be able to pay for that. I know some people can't afford these billboards. But interestingly, some of us can afford the commercial vehicles. It's just a matter of talking to the rightful owners or the drivers, and they will be willing to place you at some vantage point on their vehicles. When you go to a place like London, I think I visited London more, so at least I can talk about something I know from that part of the country. When you go to London, you realize that anytime there is something huge about to happen in terms of events, anytime they are really into publicity of a product or a service, one area that it will never be evasive will be on the buses. At every point in time, you are likely to see these commercials on the buses, be it movie premieres, be it new products like clothes. When it is summer, when it is winter, and they are selling their clothes, you see them on buses all over. And one thing that is very common, especially when you step out of London, will be the buses. Every corner, you see one bus or the other. So they actually take advantage of the bus space to do the advertisement. I know in Ghana we are doing it, but it is really not a subject matter when it comes to our publicity activities. There are so many events that we've publicized in Ghana. There are so many albums, EPs that we've publicized in Ghana. Ask yourself, how many of these people use the commercial vehicles? You can count, or maybe none. How many times do we see some of these things? You'd rather see maybe some herbal shop, some church, some herbal production company. You'd rather see them using these spaces to advertise. But for the creative industry, we have never used that space enough. So personally, when I saw photos online and people were going helter-skelter, as in, wow, Kendrick Lamar is having his album details on some commercial vehicles, doing publicity, I said, oh, once again, this has beaten us. We have been beaten to it once again. What happened? What were we waiting for? How come we never saw it? I want to believe that now that he's done it and someone has seen it as possible, in the coming days, you'll see more people doing it. I want to believe that now that Kendrick Lamar has showed us the way, in the coming days, I'll be seeing more people who have projects putting it on some of these commercial vehicles. It is common. We lost it. And just as I said in my introduction, sometimes yet we are very closer to something, but we don't even see its benefits. It took Kendrick Lamar, and it has been news for us. All these blogs writing about it, all these blogs talking about it, they are talking about it because it is news for them. They are talking about it because it is so beautiful to them. They are talking about it because they are enthused about it. But have we not been with these commercial vehicles around us? Have we not seen them? Have we not been patronizing them? Almost everybody who has lived in Accra has sat in one trotro or the other before. We know its influence. We know the number of people that see the trotro vehicles here in Accra. So how come we have never been smart on this? Well, we know when it comes to the commercial buses, or better said, the state buses, we know they are not that plenty. We even know that protocol services will be some way. But even with that, I know some of these state buses are used to do advertisements sometimes, especially when it is time for elections. When it's time for elections, that one you see more people using these spaces to advertise, especially presidential candidates. They take advantage on the fact that they are in power. They brand all these buses for their advantage. But how about the creative arts industry? How are we using it? I'm not sure we have exhausted that space. So now that we have social media, we have the traditional media, we should be quick. If we didn't know, someone has showed us the way. Can we be quick to learn? Can we be quick to use that space as well? Because I know the space is for you and I. It is not for just one person. So why then do we sit down for Kendrick Lamar to come all the way from America before he will show you and I the way? You are late. We are late to the party. But like I said, the burden of knowledge Now that you know, what would you do? Let's be smart on this. At least I can comfortably and confidently say that around my studio area, that is Sammy Flex TV, we've had some commercial vehicles have our stickers, our posters, as in the Sammy Flex TV stickers. If you live around La Paz, Kwashima, Nodoko, and its environs, you might have seen one of them, because we have also seen the need to use the space to advertise us, because so many people patronize these vehicles. I've seen people who have taken photos of these things and sent them to me. So why are we not using it? So now that some of you have put out albums, you could only do maybe with social media and traditional media, you just realize that in your area you could have also used these commercial vehicles. You have realized that in your area you could have also used it. So why were you not using it? Time to learn. Time to be quick on some of these things. It is never too late to learn. Let's take advantage of this. And again, let me say thanks to Kendrick Lamar and his team, and maybe the guys at Spotify for being smart on this and seeing that you can also use the things around you to do publicity. We've seen it. We are talking about it. It is on social media. Everybody is enjoying it and everybody is admiring it. I'm sure moving forward, we'll do more. Thanks for listening. Share with someone. Tell the person that what you are sitting on can be used to do something positive. So think smart, think wide, and do something positive out of it. My name is Sammy Flex. Once again, one of the editorials that I do as an entertainment journalist. If you loved this, you can share, like, drop your comment, and subscribe to the channel, because we are the real showbiz people in Ghana. No two ways about that. When I say it, people say we brag. But of course, if you don't brag, who else will brag for you? Blow your own trumpet and do it. We are out of here.